What's up guys, and welcome to the things to look out for, or the things to have on your radar in 2015. Now rather than do the traditional sort of video where I'll be sitting down very professionally and talking about the things to look forward to, I thought actually it's probably more interesting for you on this occasion to watch me try and fail at Portal 2, which is of course available on Steam very cheaply because it's not by no means tired, but it's a little bit older now. Now, these aren't necessarily things that you will need to buy in 2015, necessarily things that you'll want to buy, but these are things that I think you should be aware of, just so that it kind of makes your buying decision that little bit easier when it comes to buying something, or just generally, I've lost my complete trail of thought there, but you understand as we go along anyway. So, the first thing is USB Type-C. Now, I have discussed this a tiny bit before on the channel. Now, USB Type-C, if you don't know, is a new USB connector. Now, this is going to have more bandwidth. I say it's going to, it's kind of pretty much finalized, and you have started to see a little bit of support for devices. The first and most notable one being the new MacBook, as it only has one USB Type-C connector as all of its ports, so you can daisy chain stuff. But like USB 3, it's quick, except it's even quicker than USB 3, and you can have support for things like displays and more electricity, all through a single USB 3.1 Type-C connector. Now the Type-C means that the actual shape of it is Type-C. You have at the moment Type A, which is what you're used to. Type B, you have like loads of different like micro things as well, but the main ones you need to know are Type A, Type B and Type C. But the difference here is Type C will pretty much be the universal thing that every device uses, as it's reversible, so it means that just like the lightning connector on your iPhone, it's going to be really nice and easy for you to plug something in without having to worry about which way round it is. Now the reason you need to have it on your radar this year is not because it's going to take over your life, okay? It's not going to take over your life at all. However, it is very notable because this is the year that we're going to start to see a few devices come out, but next year it's going to be pretty much all over the place. So the thing here is that if you are buying a new motherboard, a new case or something like that, you might find that in a year or two you might have wished that you'd waited and that you'd actually got a product that supports USB 3.1 out the box. Okay, that was terrible. That was terrible. Let's put that the other way. What am I even doing here? I want to take that over there. No, I don't want to do that. Forget that. So the most notable thing here being motherboards. If you buy a motherboard that doesn't support USB 3, or you buy a case that doesn't support USB 3.1, sorry, Type C, then I would say that you will start to regret it. Like if I bought a new case this year and then in a year or two I wanted to upgrade my motherboard, I'd have to upgrade my case as well if I wanted USB 3.1 connectors on it. Of course, you can get these little 5.25 or 3.5 inch drive bays that will have these connectors on them, but it's faff. And so if you're going to buy a new case, you might be interested in waiting a little bit before going and proceeding. Now I'm trying to remember. I haven't. Oh no! What happened there? Oh, disaster. Oh, right. Put that there. Put that there. I'm trying to remember how I can do this because I've never completed this one before because it's very tricky. So USB Type-C, anyway, that was a very long way of saying make sure you can have it on your radar because it's going to affect you one way or another in the next couple of years. So be aware of it before you make any serious decisions. Let's see if I can put that. That is that one over there. No, didn't want to do that. Not what I wanted to do at all. Oh! Oh, I think I know how to do this. I think I know how to do this. I think I worked out. Excellent. I love Portal, but it does make your brain melt sometimes. Now, the next thing is AMD 300 series APUs. These will probably come out in the very near future, if not already, depending on the time you're watching this. Now, this is important for the traditional reason, and the traditional reason is that more horsepower, new cards, excellent. You know, will they compete with Nvidia? Obviously, I imagine they will do. and all the usual stuff. However, the reason I'm actually pretty excited for the new AMD 300 series GPUs is actually because I would quite like to see the war that is AMD's FreeSync and NVIDIA's G-Sync technology kind of come to an end. There hasn't really been a war just yet, but I guarantee there will be, because of course NVIDIA's tech is arguably better at the moment, or it is better at the moment, but it costs a lot more money because you've got to have a module built into the monitor, whereas FreeSync just uses the DisplayPort standard, and that means that it's all sort of done internally without the need, internally and externally, and however it's done, but without the need for a separate module. I said I know how to do. If I take that off there, no, I want to put the cube on there. I think. No, take the cube off. I'm going to put that through there. Okay, you wait. You won't see. You wait and see. Yeah, there will be a war, and the main bit of advice I would give to anyone now is I would say don't let it affect your buying decision. If you're buying a new GPU now, don't buy a FreeSync, a AMD, or don't buy an AMD card because you want FreeSync, or don't buy an NVIDIA card because you want G-Sync, because I think we've still got a lot of change in the landscape to come. So I wouldn't necessarily get too bogged down, because I think eventually NVIDIA's G-Sync will probably die out, to be perfectly honest. And the main reason for that is because it's a proprietary technology, and pretty much normally can't say that word, proprietary, no, proprietary, no, that would have to do. Technologies die out. You look at stuff like Adobe's Flash Player is on its way out. That's a terrible example, but loads of different things are on their way out because they're proprietary, and because it's an open standard. FreeSync anyway is an open standard. It means that I reckon that will eventually, if it is the same level of performance as G-Sync, I reckon that NVIDIA will have to support FreeSync, and it will eventually mean that G-Sync will die out. Similar almost to the way NVIDIA's 3D Vision has, just because there's not been enough interest. But we'll have to wait and see. Anything that costs manufacturers and consumers more money isn't necessarily great for the industry, especially if there's a competitor that does the same thing for a lot less. So other than that, we've got a lot of good games and a lot of great movies coming out. The most notable game I would say is Batman Arkham Knight, which is of course the ending to the Batman trilogy. We had that other one by Warner Brothers, Games, which is okay, but the good thing about Rocksteady, the developers of the trilogy, is Arkham City and Arkham Asylum and Arkham Knight, is that they can have ideas, they refine them, and just everything about it screams Batman. Whereas I didn't really get that with I can't even remember what it was called now, Arkham Origins. So we'll have to wait and see whether Arkham Knight will be as good, but I really hope it was, and if I was a betting man, then I would say it will be. But obviously we'll have to wait and see. I've kind of forgotten my train of thought on how to actually complete the level now, unfortunately, which is a shame. I've got to get across there, like that. There we go. Okay, like that. But I need the goo with me as well. I need whatever. Let's try again. Movies wise as well, it's going to be a great year for movies. I should have said that there are loads of other games coming out as well, of course, like Star Wars Battlefront, and that this year should be a good year for games. Just generally, there's loads of them, loads of good ones coming out. But we say that every year. Main one for me is Batman. Movies, we've got Spectre, which I'm probably most excited about. Of course, we've got what is it, the Avengers coming out, and the new Star Wars. So big year for movies. Avengers comes out very soon, actually, doesn't it? It's 1st of May in the UK at least. So those are going to be pretty cool. But then this is also going to be the year, I think, of 4K adoption. Last year was the year of 4K, so everything was 4K, 4K, 4K. But you needed a 4K. No, that doesn't work. 4K out. You needed a 4K out. It doesn't work at all. You needed a 4K out a lot of money to actually get 4K, and obviously you've got newer stuff out now this year, which is arguably better, and some of it is even cheaper. So this is going to be the year of 4K adoption. If you've been wanting to get yourself a 4K screen, then this probably is the year to do it. Now, I'm going to have to basically cache this, I reckon, in there. I don't want to do that. I want to leave that and wait for that to go over there. Then I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. No, I do know. I've got to very quickly run over there. No, because I need that on there to get over there, don't I? I'm really confused now. I've got to put that there like that. Oh dear. That was not what I wanted to do at all. Wrong button. Try that again. So yeah, be the viewer 4K adoption. Portal was probably a poor choice of game because it's really hard to try and talk about these topics and play the game at the same time. But I guess that's what I signed up for, right? Very carefully now. I've got to. That one needs to go there. Like that. And then I've got to quickly run once the cube's on there. Ready? Go. Go, 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 go. Like so. I don't know what I can't remember what I'm trying to do. I've got to put the orange one there. Now. Yes! Surely! I think I've done it. I think I've done it. Put that one there. That should then bounce off. Like that. Okay. Now, I need to put the orange one there. Yep, done it. Champion. Champion. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Don't worry about any award. No! No! Oh my god, if I had died there, I would have been, that would have been the most stupid thing ever. But I'm happy. That's a result. That is a solid result. Thank you very much. You saw it here. That's literally taken me about an hour. Truth be told, I recorded this video and couldn't do the levels, so tried again. Truth. And then the last thing that I'm proper stoked for in 2015 is if you heard someone in a pub say this, I think you would genuinely get up and leave. So picture this: you're sitting here, you're talking to your mate. So yeah, this is, I don't know, this is my attempt at a pub chat. It's like, yeah, she's really nice. I think you should go for it, man. Yeah, I think she should. And then all you overhear. Oh, I think I'm really looking forward to because 2015 is the year of 144 hertz IPS monitors. I think you just go, you know, can we go to a different pub? Wouldn't you? You'd do that. I mean, you know, it's the most nerdy thing I think I'm gonna say. But yeah, I've got written down year of 144 hertz IPS monitors, and I know it is incredibly nerdy. It is a nerdy channel, but that is what I am most excited for this year. I cannot wait to get my hands on a 14 Quad HD 1440p IPS monitor, because if it's as good as people say it is, then it literally is the holy grail. It literally is the holy grail of monitors, and I don't think really you'd need anything else. That maybe arguably you could say if that was a 21.9 monitor, then you know that would be just the complete package. But I'm happy enough to okay, pardon me for that. I've got a notification. So yeah, I think that's what I'm most looking forward to, and hopefully I'll get my hands on it as soon as I can. Like I say, it's a case of buying it, not actually borrowing it, this one, because this is something I want, and you don't get to keep monitors, sadly enough. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it probably did get a little bit too mixed with Portal, and it would have been more focused had I done the traditional sit-down sort of style. Let me know what you thought of the style. If you'd rather it was a sit-down style, do let me know. I tried not to get distracted, but sadly I know I did a little bit. But if you did prefer the style, likewise let me know. Leave a comment, let me know if this is a video that you liked, and obviously subscribe if you haven't already for more videos like this. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.